If you're starting up a brand in 2025, you're already dead. You just don't know it yet. This isn't about your brand idea or how good your logo is or how passionate you are. If you don't understand this one thing, your brand's already in the grave. Because you see, in 2025, there's only one thing that matters: attention. You could have the best hoodie, the perfect product, the sickest idea for your brand, but if no one's looking, it's useless. I've built a $70,000 a month clothing brand and done over $1 million in online revenue, and I'm telling you, it's all about getting noticed. There are two ways to capture attention, and if you don't pick one, you're wasting your time. Let's break it down. Chapter 1, the illusion of just start. Everyone is pushing, just start, just launch your company. And I've been somebody who's done this on this YouTube channel before. Once you start, you'll get the ball rolling and you'll figure things out along the way. And that's true to an extent. But the other side of it that nobody tells you is that you could launch with an amazing product and have an amazing product and still fail. And another thing that no one tells you is that no one cares about your business unless you get attention. There's this weird ego-driven delusion that once we launch our business, there's gonna be some like emittance that's just shot out into the world where everybody all of a sudden just knows that your brand exists and cares about it. And that's just not at all what happens. It's the complete opposite. So this is the trap that every single new entrepreneur falls into. You start, but you have no plan for getting traffic or making conversions. And I've fallen into this trap multiple times, not just for one business, but many businesses that I started up in the past. I made the error of assuming that the marketing would just take care of itself because I built a great product or because my product is so good that word of mouth is just going to travel infinitely into the future and I'm not going to have to build systems and actually figure this out on a really minute, detailed level. I've been doing this 9 years and I learned the hardest way possible through blood, sweat, and tears, my firsthand experience discovering that even with a good product, the number one skill set is your ability to get attention. Please remember what I'm about to share with you for the rest of your business life. There are two main priorities in any business: making a great product and marketing a great product. And from my experience, it is way easier to make a great product than it is to market a great product. And the reason for that is that there's just an insane, unfathomable size of competition in the marketplace right now, especially if you're competing online on social media. Millions and millions and millions of posts every single second going up online that you're competing with for your brand, and learning the skill set of how to cut through all that clutter and actually get attention on your brand is the number one thing to do. And let's talk about how to do that now. But first, I want to let you know that Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at design.com. And if you need designs made for your brand, I seriously recommend that you try them out. Just go to design.com/apparel success. Type in your sick idea for your logo and hit generate. Thousands of design ideas are going to come up that you can edit and refine as long as you want for free until it's perfect. I've used this tons of times to make designs within my own business. If you're interested, head over to design.com/apparel success and you'll get up to 88% off at checkout. Chapter 2, there are only two doors to growing your brand online. Door number 1 is going viral, building a following on social media. Door number 2 is running paid marketing. There's a sneaky third lane that I'll mention later in this video, but if you really think about it, when it comes to marketing your brand online, there's really only two options for you. Either you run paid advertising like Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, or you spend your time trying to build up a following and go viral. Now let me break down these two doors for you because there's a crucial truth here, which is if you don't pick a door, you're never gonna get anywhere and you're just wasting your time. There's a great quote by Guy Kawasaki that says, if you have money and no brains, do outbound marketing. And if you have brains and no money, do inbound marketing. And essentially, that's the difference of what we're talking about here. Inbound marketing is drawing people into your brand through creating content, through pulling people into you by giving value and sharing things that people can cling to so that they develop a trust slowly over time and become customers in the future. Outbound marketing is where you actually reach out through advertising or through direct engagement to get in front of your customers. Now, realize right now, have an epiphany with me that if you don't do anything to market your brand right now, no one's gonna find it. And so how are you gonna get your brand out there? Are you gonna run ads or are you gonna do content marketing? If you're not running ads because you don't have a lot of money, then you'd better be going really hard on your content right now. like putting so much unbelievable effort into it, because how could you expect to get really good results if you're not doing that? If you have brains and no money and you want to do content marketing, you have to be creating content that's educational, entertaining, or inspiring, or highly relatable, funny, whatever it is that's giving value to draw people into you. And this is a much longer term strategy. You have to be patient, but you're building trust over time to eventually get customers in the future. And if you decide that you want to do paid advertising instead because you don't want to deal with all this content creation and all this organic marketing, then the upside of that is that it's fast, it's scalable, but you need to really know what you're doing. You need a really strong creative, which is a similar skill set to doing organic marketing, a killer product page, and you need to be able to understand tight numbers, like what your AOV is, what your CPA is, and what your ROAS is. So what you need to do is choose a door. If you do both at the same time, it can be really hard to do either one well. If you're kind of half focused on your content and half focused on your advertising, you're likely going to end up in this limbo place where neither are really working well. So I really highly recommend just picking a path and trying to really get good at it. Chapter 3. There's a third lane for online marketing, but it's not for everyone. And this is where you're trying to do strategic collaborations with influencers, whether they're micro or big, or doing things like UGC loops where you're just trying to get user-generated content from your customers who are posting pictures wearing your brand, and then you're posting that, which is generating more UGC. And essentially, this is where you're trying to leverage somebody else's audience to build your brand and get customers and make conversions, rather than just trying to create all of your own content all the time or having to pay for ads. Now, unlike the first two doors where I recommend picking one and really just trying to master the skill set first before doing both at the same time, this third door of trying to do strategic collaborations with influencers, I recommend every brand owner sort of dip their toes into while you're growing your brand. Because while you're doing all of your content marketing and making all your content, or while you're running all of your paid advertising on Facebook ads, you want to be developing some credibility, and influencers are such a great way to do that. Spend some time DMing influencers in your space, offering them a free t-shirt, a free hoodie, whatever product it is that you're selling, and just say it's a gift in the hopes that they might post it to their own account. It gives you massive reach on their own account, or they just send you a picture of them using it or wearing it, and now you can use that picture on your own social media or on your website. I only say this because we've sold out of a hoodie after our product goes viral when a niche influencer shared it to their own account, and they were genuinely rocking it and loving it, and it just absolutely crushed for us. So acquiring that for your own brand is unbelievably huge. Chapter 4, the real scam. The scam isn't starting a business. The scam is believing that just building a great product is enough in 2025. And you'll hear that all over the place right now. Just build a great product. If you have a great product, it'll do all the marketing for you. That's just not true. That is a scam that people will tell you who don't have products that are absolutely crushing themselves, because if they did, they'd absolutely have to have a system in place for marketing it. Realize that you're not in the business of products. You're in the business of distribution. Having a great product is assumed. I'm assuming that if you're starting a business, you have a great product that you want to sell. But if you don't have a plan and are working hard every single day to get traffic, get views, and get eyeballs on your brand, you're playing the wrong game. And so let's talk about what to do next. Step 1, pick a door. Are you going to do content marketing and organic marketing on social media, whether that's Instagram, Reels, TikTok, or YouTube, or are you going to do paid advertising? Step 2 is go all in on that strategy for 90 days. Whether it's content marketing or paid advertising, go hard at it. Learn every little detail that there is to learn about it and build some traction with it. And in step 3, once you've gotten traction, then you can experiment with the other door. And then the bonus would be just explore strategic partnerships with influencers. Reach out to them, talk to them in the DMs, try to send them free clothing, because that's so invaluable for your brand. And getting borrowed audiences where one of them posts to their own account, it gives you some reach, just goes so far for you. So share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you got value out of this video, please hit the like button for me. And if you want to work with me and a community of other brand owners, follow the link in the description below to our mastermind, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.